Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Almudena Berzosa. Today we are talking about what it takes to make big career changes. I'm talking big, like having one job today and moving into another one completely different in an industry that I have never worked before. Is this even possible? Some people is going to tell you, no, don't even try. If you have no experience in one industry, if you have no experience in one field, don't even try, especially if you are above 30 or 40 or 50s, forget about it. However, I believe there is a way to do that. I'm not saying it's easy, I'm saying it's possible. So if you want to do that, if you want to make a big change in your career, if you're gonna go after your dream, please stay with me and I'm gonna give you 3 tips that are going to help you to put yourself on the right track. If you are here, it's because you are interested in making a big career change, or you are wondering, how is that going to work? Before we go into the 3 tips that I'm going to give you, or 3, let's say, considerations that you need to have before making a big change, let's think for a moment about the situation that we have. So normally when someone wants to make a massive change, let's say that you are working in the finance department and then you are thinking in moving into the marketing department, or you are working in the pharma industry and you are thinking in moving into the esports industry, like I did. So the first thing that someone is going to tell you, or if you ask for a career advice, the first thing that you will probably hear is, nah, don't do it. You will not have a lot of possibilities, the chances are very low. You know, normally they will hire only people that has been always working in this industry or in this department and they have, I don't know, 5-10 years experience in this field. Don't even try, don't go there. Okay, that's what we hear. At the same time, we also hear that everything is changing. We're always listening to this word, the digitalization and the disruption of all these new technologies. What is this really meaning? What it means is that the jobs that our parents had maybe 15 years, 20 years ago, those jobs do not exist anymore. And the jobs that we have today, very well possible, in 10 years from now, they will not exist neither. We are supposed to recycle, we are supposed to learn new skills, adapt to the change, be ready to change job, to change environment, but at the same time they tell us that we will not be able to make it because we don't have the experience or the qualifications. I don't know if you see it as well. There is a huge contradiction here. That's why I said that regardless of the initial advice that you may hear saying that you should not even try because you are not going to have a lot of chances, I'm here to tell you that there are ways in which you will be able to move from one department to another or from one industry to another one. How do I know this? Because it has happened to myself. I've been there. I have changed from the manufacturing department into the HR department. You see, nothing to do with each other. I've moved from the chemical industry into the pharma industry and later on into the esports. And I am not even counting the time that I was in aviation working as a chief flight attendant. Imagine that. I know what I'm talking about when I said it is possible to make these changes, but it is not easy. It doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't happen because you were lucky. No, you have to work very hard. You need to have a plan. You need to have someone that backs you up. There are a range of things that you are going to need, and I would like to give you in this video 3 very specific tips that are going to help you to achieve these dreams. Now, before I do that, just a quick reminder, if you like this type of content, if you are enjoying this video, please consider to subscribe to my channel. As you know, I am very new. I just arrived, I think a week ago to YouTube. I'm just starting, so please show some love. Make some comments, please let me know what you think of this. If you have any questions, if there is something that you disagree, or there is something that you would like to discuss a little bit more in detail, I'm really open for feedback. Let's go with the 3 tips. The first one, you need to target a particular job a particular area or a particular industry. That means that you need to do a little bit of research before deciding where do you want to shift your career. You cannot just randomly apply to everything because that is not going to work. Let's say that you have no clue what you want to do, then you have to research a little bit and figure out what could be an area that will be of your interest. If you already have something in mind, let's say that you are working in finance and you want to move to marketing, good. Now you have to start researching into this particular field, marketing. You need to look for the skills and capabilities that are needed to be successful in this type of job or in this type of industry, because you will be also doing that. If you are working in aviation and you want to move into the automobile, then you need to research what are the typical profiles of people that are working in the place where you want to go. The second tip, once you have clarity of what are the skills and capabilities that are needed in order to succeed in your ideal job, now you have to make a self-assessment. You need to make a self-evaluation of your own set of skills and experiences. And this is extremely important because what we are looking for is to identify all those skills and knowledge that you have accumulated through your career that are going to be transferable and are going to help you to bring value into the new business. Now, it is very obvious that once you do that and you compare your set of skills with the set of skills that are needed in the new job, in the job of your dreams, you will see that there is a clear gap, right? Okay, so what we have to do now is to try to cover this gap as much as possible in order to land in a job interview. And this is a difficult part. I know, I am aware. It is difficult to get the skills and knowledge if we are not having the opportunity to be in the job. But what we can do is, for example, read about it. We can look on internet, that is free. You cannot tell me, I have no money. This is for free. You can go to internet, you can read articles, you can look for business cases. And the objective of this, and I would say the most important thing of looking for all this information, is getting yourself familiar with the vocabulary, with the specific vocabulary that is used in the business that you are trying to go into. The business language is a very relevant topic, it's very critical, and I'm not really referring to what we understand as business language. You know, traditionally we always said that there are three languages in business, accounting, finance, and economics. I'm not referring to that. I am referring to the specific wording and expressions that you have in the different departments, in marketing, in communications, in operations. This is what I mean that is very important to get familiar with. And finally, the most important tip that I'm going to give you today, number 3, networking. Yes, again, here we come again with networking. Some people think it's an overused word, but I really believe in this particular case it's just critical. Why is that? Because at the end of the day, if you are going to make a massive career jump into something completely different, you need someone that believes on you. You need someone that is willing to bet you. And if you don't network with the people before, this is going to be very difficult to get. Yes, of course, maybe you are in an interview and maybe the interviewer likes you. Yes, it can happen. But it will be far easier if you start connecting with people in the industry or business that you want to go to, or in the department that you are attempting to apply. That will be, let's say, increasing your chances to succeed in making a change. How can you network with people that you don't know? Well, use social media. It is there. Of course, you can also go to congresses, you can go to events, but especially now in the pandemic times, there is not much really happening face to face, but we have internet, we have Discord, we have LinkedIn, we have Twitter, we have a number of platforms that are allowing us to interact with different people. Do that. Make sure that you connect with the right people. Make questions. You will be surprised of how often people are willing to just have a conversation and have a short call, maybe 10 minutes, just to tell you a little bit about what is that their job is about. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this channel, and I'm looking forward to see you next week.